So I'm Dr. Paul Pomerin. I am the optometrist at St-Pierre Eye Care. Been here since early 2019, and I've been here full-time ever since.
What are the three most important traits you look for in an employee?
So I think three traits an employee it's maybe a bit narrow. The big picture is what I'd say I look at, but top three would be how somebody presents himself in an interview, experience or what their resume, I suppose. So what's on there, again, not a deal breaker. And then the third one would be personality. Is this somebody that I want to spend all my day with? Will they fit into our culture, our team? So you may have heard, do I want to sit down and have a beer with this person? Can I do that? If the answer is no, then you probably won't get the job. But that's personality would be one thing. Is fit.
What is the first thing you notice or first thing you look for on an applicant's resume?
So I wouldn't look at a specific aspect of a resume, just the overall feel of it, presentation. There's some weird fonts. I don't go too crazy. So font size, body, how it looks. So that's kind of what I first notice on a resume.
When an applicant is applying for a job, do you appreciate a cover letter with the resume, or does the resume suffice?
Just a resume I think is fine for me personally, but a cover letter with the resume shows that people care more. So especially when it's personalized, it has our company name, why they want the specific role, why they would be suitable for that job. It does show that there is more passion, and that's what I want to see.
What are common mistakes applicants have made during an interview?
So the mistakes, for me personally, being not punctual or late to an interview is a big one for me. How they're dressed, presentation. So we are a professional office. I would hope there's a level of professionalism, and that'd be the biggest two, I'd say.
Do you prefer a long, experienced, detailed resume on a few pages, or an easy, one-page, right-to-the-point resume?
I mean, I love reading resumes. It's fun, but if it's too long, you get kind of lost. So nothing too wordy. I don't want to go somewhere in between. So you don't want just like single points. And I wouldn't leave off jobs you've done, even short term. Put it there, especially if it's relevant. I don't want to know that you house sat for somebody 10 years ago, but having your relevant jobs with what you did, point form, like paragraphs, it's a bit overwhelming to look at. So kind of somewhere in the middle, kind of concise but thorough.
References on a resume, important or not important?
I've never called any of the references on I'm kind of admitting to that. Maybe I shouldn't, but I've never called a reference, and I should, I think. So I think they're good to have. It shows that you're confident and that you're willing to kind of put some kind of weight to what you're putting on your resume. So it's a good thing to have, and I think from now on I'm going to call every single reference on every resume and see how that goes.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to apply for a position with your company to help them get the position?
If you care, show it, right? Show up on time, dress well, come prepared, as prepared as you could be. A cover letter is another way to show that you are, you care. So, and don't be shy. Ask questions. So I get to do all the question asking during an interview. Don't be shy to kind of turn the tables and ask me. Confidence is good. So.
Do you prefer emailed resumes or dropped off resumes?
I don't have a preference specifically. Again, it kind of goes to show if somebody cares, if they're willing to come by foot and drop it off in person. That's nice. However, if you're going to do that, I would kind of caution you to be ready. Show up like you are going for your interview, because I have had that where somebody came to drop it off and I had the time to do an interview and they were not prepared. Kind of caught them off guard. So if you're going to go drop them off, which is totally great, come ready. Kind of dress well, show up and be confident and be ready to have an actual interview, because it could happen.
Do you use an applicant tracking system to filter your candidates?
I use Indeed, so I suppose that they may do that. So sure.
Where and how do you advertise your job postings?
So currently, I have been using through CERC the local job shops, which has been fantastic. Lots of help from that end, and then also through Indeed.
Would you encourage someone who does not have all the qualifications to apply regardless?
If someone's not qualified for a job, I feel if you want it, you should absolutely apply. Again, kind of show that you want the job. A lot of it is motivation. If I get somebody who's motivated and maybe don't have the qualifications, or have somebody who has experience and they're not that motivated, I'll take a motivated, unqualified person before I have somebody just to fill a spot. So yeah, it's absolutely apply. If you want it, apply.